Hello, this is Sadie. I wanted to come on and do a quick weekly energy reading for this week, July 10th through July 17th. So between today, which is Sunday, till next Sunday. I talked about the full moon energy already in the full moon reading, the full moon Capricorn reading, which is going to be on the 13th or 14th, depending on where you're at in the world. But the other message that's coming through strongly that I'm getting is that this week brings about a lot of change. So change is the number 9. This is a Kipper deck, and change can happen in any form. It can be very, very sudden, or it can be very, very subtle. But this week I was guided to share that there could be a lot of changes for the collective, for all of us, collectively and individually. As I've been kind of saying over the last month or so, there is big timeline shifts. Things are shifting, things are merging, things are coming together, things are falling apart. But all of that is just about the end of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. 9 is a completion. It is the energy of something completing. Full moons are completions as well. The moon is at its fullest point. It's at its peak. And it's illuminated by the light of the sun. And so there is something that you may see, something that you may come into knowing this week, a truth that could be revealed, something that reaches its completion. But however that energy shows up for you, it's going to bring change. Now, I know change, the word change and change itself can be kind of terrifying, can bring a lot of anxiety because it puts you in this uncertain space. But change can also be positive. There can be positive changes as well. Changing of the things that you've been struggling with. Changing of the things that you've wanted to resolve for a long time. And so it can be both. I'm guided to share that because as much as change can be jarring and bring about a lot of anxiety, you're not meant to be anxious during this time. You're just really, really meant to do whatever you need to do for your own well-being and self-care to help you navigate any changes that take place in your life. And so in this card, it looks like someone's moving. They have all their bags packed here, and they have this car, and they're putting the rest of their stuff in the car to move. So for some, this could be a physical move. For others, changing jobs, starting a new job, starting a new opportunity, new opportunities coming in that make changes to your schedule, travel for some of you. But there is big change in store for all of us. And I kept hearing change is here. All right. So if you've been wanting change, this is a week that things are going to change. The other thing I kind of wanted to bring through, and I'm going to be very, very vague about this, is that I had a dream about 2 nights ago about a big change for the collective. It's not a timeline that has fully solidified yet. If it does, I will come back on and do a video talking about it, talking about the changes that will occur if this event happens. It is a collective event. Again, not to bring any fear to anybody. There is nothing to fear. God is always in control. Everything that happens, even things that seem harsh or seem challenging, are from a higher perspective, always for our highest good, and to be catalysts for change, for positive change in the collective. But I wanted to bring this through because if there is a massive change or a massive event for the collective, this is really, really an important week, an important time to not allow yourself to fall into fear fear is the path to the dark side. I know Yoda said that, but it is the truth. And when you are afraid, you lower your vibration, and then you're susceptible to harm. And so you are meant to hold your light, hold your strength, keep your balance, keep your equilibrium, and really, really trust and believe in God and the universe and all the support, spiritual support that is around you. And really know that you are always divinely directed and protected at all times. I will share this as well. I say this a lot in videos. If your guidance is to not go somewhere, not do something, even if it's something that you normally do and you usually feel great about it, and then you wake up one day and you just get a funny feeling that you should not do something, listen to that. That is your inner GPS, your God protection system, and it is helping to guide you and keep you safe. So always, always, always listen to your intuition. It will not steer you wrong, even if seemingly opportunities or things kind of fall through. Something will come back to you in an even better way and in an even better form. So just listen to your intuition this week and you will be just fine. All right, with that, I'm going to do the Healing Light LENORMAND just to pick up some more energies as to what some of the changes could be for all of us this week. Higher Self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians, unconditional love. What further messages do you want to bring through for all of us this week? Okay, a bunch of stuff flew out, so I'm gonna take these and see. You want me to do one more? One more card. All right, this one is, all right. Wow, so this is nice. It's a nice positive energy that's coming through. So this 5 in this deck, the Healing Light LENORMAND, this is the tree. The tree is things that are growing, things that are blossoming, things that are really, really stable in your life. And so, again, going back to change, sometimes change is the manifestation of something. Full moons also bring big manifestations. And with all these hearts, I'm seeing 7 hearts. This could be the manifestation of your heart's desire this week, all right? We have the number 29, which is like the masculine or the main man. So for some of you, the positive change that comes through this week is communication, growth, and manifestation with a divine counterpart or with someone that you've been wanting to be with. There is stability. With the 4, this is all about home, houses, estates, inheritance, your living situation, but there is positive change and positive energy around this for you. Again, going back to this card, for some of you, you are moving, you are selling a home, you are buying a home, or you want to move. This is a good week to look into that. Start your research, contact a realtor, start finding places and seeing what's available to you. But there could be a change in residence for some of you. But again, very, very positive, brings a lot of happiness and stability with the number 4. We also have the ring, which is a sign of commitment. So signing contracts, committing to something for the long term. Again, for some of you, because it's showing up, this could be a commitment in love. For others of you, this could be a commitment in taking a new job, committing to a house or a new apartment, signing some sort of contract. But this commitment has long-term potential, and it brings a lot of happiness and joy to you. We also, through the commitment, have the key. So you guys are opening up the keys to something that you have long held a desire for, happiness for. I'm really drawn to the pentacle here. So this could be a key to your prosperity, a key to your growing wealth. You hold the key. That's what I'm hearing, is you hold the key to your happiness. And so this week might be a good week, again, to just make the change that you've been wanting to make. Because if you do, it will be very, very successful for you, and it'll bring you the happiness that you desire and deserve. We have the fish, which this is about prosperity and success and coming into a lot of money. Again, for some of you, there's a change you need to make. And as soon as you make that change, everything opens up for you. Everything begins to manifest for you. But you've got to make the change. You've got to take the step forward. But once you do, you'll be highly successful. And the last card that came out was the Garden, which is all about happiness, success. This is kind of like a Three of Cups energy, like joining together with people, celebrating something, being really, really happy. For some, you're celebrating like a new job, a new opportunity, prosperity, joy, abundance. For others of you, you're celebrating commitment and love. For others of you, you're celebrating a new home and a new living situation that brings you a lot of joy and happiness. But any way that applies to you in your life, there are positive changes coming, regardless of how the change happens. Again, it could be very, very sudden, and it could be very, very subtle. It could change everything in your life, or it can just change one thing. So just pay attention that this week brings about big changes. This is a number 20, and I'm drawn back to the number 5, which is all about change. And this is the first card that came out. So just know that change is in the air for all of us. There are a lot of positive changes coming, but there could be some challenging changes coming as well for the collective, all right? Going to use the Rider-Waite to get further messages about this week. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of unconditional love and light. What further messages do you want to bring through for this week? So let's see. We have the Knight of Pentacles. There is something in your life that is growing, that is stable, that is moving forward, even if it's moving slowly. Again, sometimes change is very subtle, but there is new abundance, new happiness, new opportunity, new wealth that will help bring in more stability and more prosperity into your life at this time. You have the Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters, a much more peaceful time in your life. Again, for some of you, this is actually moving somewhere, moving and switching residences. Could even be moving away from where you currently live into a new area. But there is a move, and energy is moving forward. It does require you to make a decision with the Queen of Swords. It does require you to be assertive and to really go after what it is that you want. Decisions will be made this week, and if you choose to move forward Again, all the doors are going to open up for you. This is a week to let go of fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is what keeps you restricted, what keeps you bound. The truth about this card is that if you see the swords all around this person and kind of the binding, but the swords aren't blocking their way forward. They are blocking themselves. And so with the 8 of Swords coming out, Spirit saying, do not block yourself from what you desire. Take a step forward. There is no obstacles in your path, only your negative and limited thinking. We have the 4 of Cups, which is an energy of boredom and dissatisfaction and not really being happy with the results, not having everything that you want in the way that you want it. But just know, if you move from complaining about your situation to being really grateful about your situation, you will be blessed beyond measure. All right. We have the 5 of Pentacles. This could be, financial instability, feeling left out in the cold, feeling a sense of lack or scarcity. Understand that everything is energy, including money. Money is just currency. There is an ebb and flow. Sometimes more goes out than what comes in. But if you stay in an attitude of gratitude, you will always have what you need. You will always have what you need, and you will always be provided for no matter what. And because there is support, love, and companionship coming with the 2 of Cups. For some, this is a week where you finally get that commitment. You get that offer from the person that you've been hoping to reach out to you. And there is this beautiful reciprocal energy between the 2 of you. 8 of Wands, communication, things moving forward, good news, taking a risk, I'm hearing, but it ends up being very, very successful for you. So again, for those waiting for communication, hoping for communication, things are moving forward. 6 of Wands, victory, public recognition, rewards. So beautiful, beautiful energy coming in this week. If you can let go of fear and let go of the feelings of lack and disappointment. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, being emotionally happy and satisfied with every area of your life. And again, if you can let go of this 4 of Cups energy, this the 5 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords, this is what you will come into, and you will have all of your cups filled. All right. So with that, we're going to do some final messages from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Let's see what wants to come through. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. There is happiness, there is enlightenment, there is awakening, there is success waiting for you. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of unconditional love. Final messages and guidance for this week. One more. Okay. So what came out, very, very beautiful. This was the card I pulled today, the Magician, and in this deck it's magic. So magic is afoot. Even though there are changes, even though there is anxiety, even though there is uncertainty, you are in this time of magic. You are in this time of manifesting something absolutely beautiful. For some, the 9, the change, is the culmination of everything that you have worked for. And you will reach your point of manifestation where things start to open up, where those opportunities, where love, where happiness, where moves, where new beginnings come into your life at this time. But it requires you to believe in magic, believe in the magical energy of the light and the love that we are all surrounded by at all times. Taming the wind. This is all about letting go of overthinking, overanalyzing, taming that monkey mind, not allowing your mind to make assumptions and sort of get ahead of itself. Really, really important, because that's an energy that can bring about a lot of fear and anxiety as well. And so if you can just breathe, calm down, let your heart feel the way through, let your heart move you forward, and let go of overthinking and overanalyzing, you will tame the wind and you will be able to move forward in a beautiful way. And then we have the gatherer. This is a time of harvest. This is a time of gathering the resources, the energy, the manifestations, the power. Gather everything you need to set yourself up for success, because the sun is coming, your happiness is coming, but it does require you to do some work on your end. And so a great week to, again, take a step forward, take a risk in the direction of your desires and your dreams. You will not be disappointed if you did, because you will have your harvest. All right. And so I'm wishing everybody a beautiful week ahead, and I'm sending lots of love. Take care.